Welcome to Mrs. Weber's Virtual Classroom Hotspot. Here you can find all of your learning resources for your day. As you check out this resource, you'll notice that when you put your cursor over different areas, they will take you to a link for tools and resources. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour, and I'm going to start off with how you might begin your day. Maybe you'll like to start your day by listening to a chapter or two of our class novel, or you might want to access one of the picture books here on the table, as these are read-alouds for the week. I've read some of my favorites, so when you click on the book, it will take you to a video of me reading the book to you. Be sure you listen to them all because they will be important for our learning. And before we get started with our class meeting, you can also check out one of our learning community resources to help us stay connected. Maybe you'll want to check into the Flipgrid Virtual Hotspot to tell us a little bit about something that's going on in your world. Perhaps you might want to check into one of the Google Classrooms to read or comment to classmates. Or maybe you'll need to check out Seesaw to see if you've gotten any individualized feedback for work you've done. And then we'll start our day with announcements and, of course, the Pledge of Allegiance. You'll need to be sure that you check out the announcements before we get started with our class meeting. Our daily class meeting, then, is a time for us to connect as a whole group and to get our writing mini lesson for the day. After we have that class meeting, we're going to move on to work time. Work time makes up most of our day. Now, during this work time, you will meet with Mrs. Weber in a smaller group for a part of this time. But when you're not meeting with Mrs. Weber, you're going to have the choice of independent reading, writing, or math work to do. So, for your reading and writing work, we'll have more of a workshop approach because this independent work is going to help you grow as a reader and a writer. You're going to have a weekly menu with choices. So you want to focus from the top with the must-do priorities, and then as you get time, you could work your way down the menu. You'll also have a daily math lesson. We will have time in our day to have a group math discussion at the end of our day. However, you want to be sure that you're accessing the daily lesson and doing your math practice. Now, in case you need to remind yourself of a mini lesson with writing, or you want to take a look at what your classmates have shared, you can access our writing classroom here. When you get your small group time with Mrs. Weber, it's going to be time for me to help you grow as a reader and a writer. This is the time where we're going to work together with what is in books, what is in our heads, and what is in our hearts. I like to call this BHH. I'll be teaching you many strategies, so we'll work together to practice and use them. Now, of course, we've got other important things we'll do, but they won't be everyday things. Word study, Grammar Master, and Science and Social Studies unit work make up an important part of our learning together, but again, these aren't everyday things. And then finally, you can check out the point leaderboards. This is where you'll check in on your progress. Now remember, the goal is about personal growth and improvement. It's not to compete with your classmates. And so these are the areas of the virtual classroom hotspot. I'm excited to help us learn and grow together in our learning community.